So this is the astrology for the 20th through the 26th of May. As you can see, we're still in retrograde, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, and North Node. I'm not going to get into it too deep because I've been into it, I feel like, since the beginning of this week, or month, excuse me. But it's all about changes, removing people and habits and negative things in your life that you no longer need. This is a time of cleaning out your life, revisiting challenges, and you may feel it's like your life plan has changed directions. I feel like you're starting to get to some sort of understanding though towards now and the end of the month, so look forward to that. The only two things that we have going on this week is the Sun in Taurus here is ending on Sunday the 20th. Now the Sun being in Taurus is about your persistence. You may have been really persistent about something, focusing on your life goals, on what it is that you're doing, and keeping other things kind of in the background. Still engaging in them, but not as much as one specific situation. So 21st through the 26th, you have the Sun in Gemini. This means that you're going to be more open to new things, okay, with the Sun in Gemini. More open to newness, to fun. Let me think. To choices, seeing both sides to things, communicating more, opening up yourself more, meeting new people with new ideas and new options. Beautiful. So things that may have stopped you before, or things that may have hindered you before, you're able to express those things. You're able to see all sides of things because you're becoming a new person and trying new things. And what this is going to do is eventually open you up to new horizons and new things and new opportunities. And because Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto are in retrograde, it does give you the honest opportunity to see things differently. Those changes that you're making, what now are you going to bring into your life? What are you going to accept? Things like that. Okay, so thank you so much, and here are your readings. Hello everybody, this is your weekly reading for the element of air. So we're going to start with Gemini. Spirit, what do you have for Gemini for the week of May 20th through 26th? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? Gemini, May 20th through 26th. The Hierophant in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil in reverse, the Five of Cups, the Strength, and the Four of Cups. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor in reverse and the Nine of Swords in reverse. Whew, okay. So with these two, in the overall energy, Gemini, it feels like you want to take control of a situation, okay, even though that's in reverse. I get the feeling like you want to have all the control so you know where things are going, and that will help you not be so worried about the situation. But what's interesting is you have the Hierophant in reverse. So that's either you being in a weird relationship, you not being happy with your company or not feeling stable, or that in a relationship that is also you feeling restricted in any situation or going against what is supposed to be done. Let me see if I can narrow it down. I can't. So let's generalize it. It isn't whatever this is, it isn't working with your future ideals. Or helping you grow money-wise, family-wise, and you're sad about it. You feel like it's a loss. You may have lost a job. The structure of a relationship. There's something that you kind of built some stability on, but in a conformity, morals kind of way. Like, this is just the way it is. It's hard to explain. Whew. But you're being strong through this, okay? Because the strength is here. It's about being strong, and it's about focusing on what is actually happening. You do have the Four of Cups here, and the Four of Cups is your crying over spilled milk. So apparently there's nothing that you can do. There is a loss. You have something is taken away from you, but you have to be strong within the situation. You need to let go of things that do not work for you with the Devil card in reverse. It does talk about you letting go, detaching yourself, reclaiming your power, but you have to focus, because what I see you doing is regaining your power by harping on the situation with this card, okay? And you don't need to do that. You need to be stronger. Know that it is a weakness. It is a weakness, okay? And face it head forward. Because this over control, overthinking, over processing that you're doing here, trying to make structure out of something because it failed, is just a temporary band-aid, all right? So you have the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Star. Because these changes are being made, or because you're not having the structure that you want depending on your situation, it's time for you to have faith in your strength, right? It's like facing your weaknesses, letting your weaknesses work for you, and that is going to help you in the future. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. It will, okay? Because you have the Seven of Cups in reverse. And that's about making a decision. So you're seeing that what is happening or what you're doing is not working for you. You have to make a decision through all the clarity to let go, to release things that are not helping you, okay? Because what you're doing is you're not paying attention because you're still whining over what happened, or pining, or focusing, when it's time to not focus on that aspect. It's done, it's over, it's brought to your attention, you know. Discipline and pride. Wow, yes. Okay, so discipline says I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Pride, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Discipline has to do with the Strength card. It's about you knowing your weaknesses and facing them head on with the Devil in reverse. You can detach or release yourself from those. Pride is about knowing that, I don't know if you remember, but I said something about you crying over spilled milk, focusing on things to try to gain control or have them make sense in your mind. It's about you letting that go. It's about you releasing it and moving forward, not trying to let it over control you, or by you trying to over control the situation, it makes you feel less worried, right? But I do feel like some good news is going to come in. It's like you're trying to handle it 110% instead of like letting the star card work, which is hope, faith, and healing. It's like you're trying to overpower that. Okay. Next we have Libra. Spirit, what do you have for Libra for May 20th through 26th? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of? Five of Wands in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse, Three of Pentacles in upright. All those reverse cards, and then just magically Nine of Wands in reverse, Justice in reverse. Whew, a lot of reversal cards, Libra. Why? Let's find out. Okay. So with these two cards being your overall energy, I feel like you're getting distracted by things that don't matter, because there's an accountability that you have to realize or pay attention to that you really need to focus on. But you're getting distracted by the other things that are involved, the work that has to be put in, something from the past. This week. Okay. So you are the Five of Wands in reverse, which means that you're going to stop fighting. There's a fear of failure that you haven't faced, or it was easier to act like it didn't affect you. And I feel like you see that it wasn't helping you. I feel like you've tried to do things on your own for quite a while and it's not working. And you're facing that fact. There may be someone who is not giving to you the way that they were giving to you before. You're assessing that situation and learning how to adapt to it. But I definitely am perceiving that things are not as easy as they used to be. And it's more about you focusing on It's like you're starting to see the things that aren't working now, which is good, because I feel like you were pushing it off like, well, this is what happens, but now you're starting to see that you have some hand in it, so you can change it, you can make it better. And now you're going with the grain. You're working things out. You feel more comfortable in your job and your position and your situation. You feel more stable. You feel better about things. So 10 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords wanted to fall out, so I'm going to leave it there in your overall energy. Okay, so this fight may have to do with someone in your family or just your happiness. Like, they may be a part of your happiness or just your happiness in general, and that's why you're not fighting anymore. You're not pushing things. You're making the changes that you want to see in your life, accepting the changes, saying that you could do things all yourself or handle everything yourself. You're saying that it has left you depleted, lack of faith, fear of the future, alone, and you want to be back a part of a unit, quote unquote, again. So I feel like you're starting to retain the aspect of how negative this situation was for you this week, and now you're starting to work with the process, the cycle of what's happening. So you once were distracted by your lack of accountability in a certain situation or your situation, and now there's hope, right? A brief sense of hope that comes over you when you realize this, that things can get better, situations will get better, that you have support. It's like you have a newfound drive, but you did it through your own understanding first. So now you can have a new set of accountabilities or stability. So you have forgiveness and pride. Forgiveness, I feel, is for yourself. Sometimes situations happen in our life, and a month ago you could have thought one way about something, and this is what you want. This is what you feel is 100% correct. But it changes, and instead of holding on to that out of pride, which is one of your cards as well, instead of holding on to it because of pride, you have to learn how to forgive yourself and move forward. I made a mistake. You know, I'm a human being. Let's move forward. And I feel like that's what's happening here. Letting it go, not harping on it, not talking about it. Just, it happened. We're done. Now let's move forward. Because I feel like that is going to be the easiest way for you to do it, Libra. Okay? Because I feel like there's an undertone here of not wanting to come out or not wanting to express that fact because you don't want to hear I told you so. You want to have a little bit of control. So that's why I brought that up. Okay? So last but not least, we have Aquarius for May 20th through 26th. So Spirit, what do you have for Aquarius for May 20th through 26th? What would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? May 20th through 26th. Queen of Wands, Star card. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. 9 of Swords in reverse. 6 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. On the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Pentacles in reverse and the 8 of Cups. Okay, Aquarius, you may be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and this is your card. I love that your card comes up. I love when your card comes up in your reading, you know, any sign. So okay. All right, something was going on with that. Okay, so I feel like in the past, you may be walking away from a disgruntled earth sign. Let's just throw that out there. That could be, okay? But really, I see you not being able to control your finances or your stability, your home, things like that in the past. I feel like this is in the past. It doesn't feel present. And you're now leaving that situation and walking into something new. This feels very good to me. This doesn't feel bad, like, oh my God, somebody's walking away. No. It just feels like you're walking away from being not in control. Of your finances, of your home life, of you, really. It kind of feels like of you, because it feels like there was a loose energy, like, but now it's coming together. Okay, so you are the Queen of Wands. I love it. So this week, Aquarius, you feel really good about yourself, okay? You don't have any worries. Things feel really good. Everything is fine. And you're healing. Beautiful. So you're in a good spot. You're healing. You have faith. Things look up like they're on the up and up. That's what I'm hearing for you. So we're going to leave it there. But there's a problem with give and take, is there not? Okay? You may have to pay some money back from when you were having your little issues, okay? Because it feels like something isn't cooperating with your happiness. But I don't feel like it bothers you. I feel like you see it, you know it's there, but you're moving forward. With the Four of Pentacles, I feel like you're holding on to it. You're holding on to what is going to get better because you feel like it's going to get better. It feels more like you're at a transitional phase. It may be your money situation. Maybe you're waiting on your first paycheck. Let's be serious. Okay? Maybe you're waiting on something to come through. So you may have problems paying bills this week. Your family may be pressuring you. You may owe some people some money. But you're holding on. You're holding on. You're pushing through. And things are going to get better. Okay? So I don't feel like this is bad. I feel like this is, hold on, you got it. Things are okay. Relax. You know, I think that's what it is. So you have the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. So I feel like you're doing good. Everything's fine right now. You have a little ray of hope that came into your life. But then I feel like you get distracted by the fact that there's the issue with money, maybe a person that you're dealing with, a family situation that's not really going with that same positive energy. Like there's something else that is getting into your brain space, if you will. So you feel like, oh, I have all this luck, things are going good, but there's still this aspect that is negative. Okay, it's there, but keep moving forward. You have the Two of Cups, which means that everything's fine. If this is a relationship, it means that you're still together. There's no problem. There's just small little problems that'll work themselves out over time. Or if this has to do with work, you know, it may not be happy now. It may not be coming together now. But if you keep going and hold on, it'll work itself out. I just really feel that. I'm going to pull one more card. There it is. Thank you, Spirit. The Knight of Pentacles talks about keep moving forward. You're on a good pace. Keep doing what you're doing and keep moving forward. You just have to be efficient. You have to follow the routine. You have to do the things you have to do. Okay? Balance. So you do have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Okay? Balance is here. Okay? Balance is being created. Things are okay. You just have to go with the flow sometimes. You have to follow out the balance. I mean, it feels like it would be so much easier to create imbalance, especially with the Four of Pentacles here, to just do the most, you know, as they say. But that's not really going to help you. The balance creates the medium, okay? So when you get to your destination, it's the way it should be. That's how I feel about this, okay? So thank you so much for listening. I will see you next week. I love you very much. If you want a private reading, check the description box below. I love you. Love and light.